Hello twin flames, welcome to my channel and welcome to your daily energy check. Today we're going to do a classic read. I've done quite a few special edition readings this week for the full moon, for Mercury retrograde, which started today by the way, and for the lunar eclipse of course. So today let's take a temperature check of what's going on with the Twin Flame Collective, where we're headed, what do we need to know specifically today. And I definitely invite you to, if you missed any of those readings that I just mentioned, go to the channel and watch them. Whatever speaks to you most, or maybe you know that specific transit actually, is more significant to you, then definitely check out that reading. And also the new episode of Mindfully Awake is now out. I created a post about that on the community tab, but also I will link it in the comments to this video when I have a chance so that you guys can catch it. It is also about personal astrology, but this is where it will be useful whether you are a novice or you already have some information, because the main goal of the episode was to talk about the big transits that are happening right now, and you can take any of them as an example. Obviously I took examples of what we were experiencing this week, and then see how it impacts you personally, right? Like, how do you tell, what do you look for? But in order to get you there, of course, I gave some background with the natal chart and what's important there, some lingo, and kind of like the highlights of what we're paying attention to. So regardless, it will be interesting for both people who are already familiar with natal chart and for people who are just getting started with personal astrology and how to use it as a tool of reflection and personal growth. Also, this is something that I can provide as a service within the coaching space. By the way, I'm going to be adding the calendar tool, the booking tool, in the next few days, so that you guys can go to the website and book specific time with me. It should be a lot easier, and depending on what it is, of course, I'll be expecting you to pay upfront, unless it's an intro call to coaching, which is free of charge. It's like a half an hour slot that you can book with me, and we'll talk about your goals, and we'll talk about how I see I can help you, and also about the tools, because we can do more classical coaching, or we can go with tarot, we can go with astrology, or both, and those would be very valuable complements to what we're going to talk about, and to any, and I mean any of the goals that you would set for yourself within the coaching space. All right, with all that said, let's start with an oracle message. And for the feminines, oh, by the way, and don't forget to like the video. This helps me spread the word to more people. And of course, leave a comment, let me know where you're from, and what are you interested to see on this channel. Alrighty, so Divine Feminines, you've got 2, the C, number 7. Yeah, so 7 is actually a number of spirituality, of mysticism, and like all things that are not open to the eyes, It's something that you are supposed to quote unquote see with your heart, right? And to me, to the sea is usually like, when I hear this phrase, or I'm looking even at this picture, I'm called to go start an adventure. And of course, it can be quite literal, that you are invited to go somewhere, and this is your confirmation that this will be really beneficial for you right now. Or it could be figurative, it could be just starting something new, trying out a new hobby, maybe somebody asks you out on a date, a new person, that could be that kind of new adventure. And if it doesn't seem so new, then just be patient, and you'll see that there will be something unexpected there that will be revealed to you. So very interesting. Whoop. I'll do this again. Let's see what we have for the masculines. Number 14, truth be told. Very interesting, right? So it's 7 times 2. Yeah, so the truth be told card, by the way, has a lot of hearts in here. Like, those red things are the hearts. Yeah, so this is like a window into the truth, so the moment of truth. To me, it is somehow connected with the energy of the Judgment card, honestly. Right? Right now, it's really important for Divine Masculines to stick with their truth. even if it's not ideal, even if they know that their views on the world, their belief system isn't perfect. This is not the time to kind of shy away from saying, you know, that's not something that I do, or, you know, like, I'm not gonna go for this type of activity, right? Like, I don't like spending my time like that, right? It can be small, it can be big, but this is about seeing how you're making choices in specific events, specific situations in your life where it's not necessarily even a test, but it's like you have the choice, right, of sticking with kind of your rules and your values, or jeopardizing them and going with like whatever the crowd wants, whatever this particular person is asking you about, right? And there are some good questions that you can ask to see whether, you know, this is going to be a great opportunity to be open-minded and expand your consciousness and your views, or it's actually something that will go against your core values and beliefs that you value. So remember to ask those questions. It can go either way, but this will be an important tool for you to have in your toolbox, Divine Masculine, so that going forward, if something like that comes up and you start having doubts and you're kind of stumbling upon the situation and you're not sure what to choose, this could be your guidance in that case. And you'll be able to make a decision a lot faster. And sometimes that's what is being asked of us, right? We don't always have all the time in the world to decide. 7 of Wands, yeah. So this is actually the energy of standing up for yourself, what you believe in. Like, where is that fine line between being stubborn and standing up for your values, right? And to the outsiders, by the way, to other people, it may be a completely different interpretation. So you may be doing like seeing it one way and the other person will see it the other way. It'll be like, I'm standing up for myself and my values, and the person will be, oh my god, she's so stubborn, right? And the other way around. So again, be careful with not necessarily treating what the other person or people are telling you about a particular situation as the truth, right? So it's like it has to be your source of truth, the world, yeah. So it's like, where do you see yourself in the world, and how much do you want to comply versus how much do you want to stick with your past and what you've chosen and what you feel is right for you. The energy for the feminines. 5 of Pentacles clarified by the Devil. Wow. Yeah, it's pretty heavy. And honestly, I'm not surprised with all the transits that we've had this week and where we are right now. We are officially in the eclipse season, by the way. We are in the midst of it, let's put it that way. But yeah, you may feel isolated, Divine Feminines. It might feel like, you know, I'm just kind of like lost in where I'm going and what's next and what I'm trying to create here. But know that this is just an illusion. This is just a temporary glitch, so to speak. It will get better, but it's important not to sulk in this energy too long, and not to kind of like, I'm seeing this image if somebody is like in the quicksand and like just like falling in, kind of like, you know, like, and you're not supposed to move in quicksand, but still it's like you're just like collapsing, right? Do not collapse, do not go into complete chaos just because of this temporary lack of maybe clarity or explanation of what's going on. Accept it for what it is, have some fun with it, please. Masculines, you have 8 of Wands clarified by 2 of Swords. Yeah, so masculines are choosing to take action and disregard the doubt, which is kind of a good idea, generally speaking, right? But remember, Divine Masculines, to ask yourself the questions and find the moment of truth. That's going to be critical, especially since we are in Mercury retrograde, and 8 of Wands is also a lot about, like, it's moving forward and it's communicating, right? And just know that whatever action you're taking, if you don't communicate it well, like, what is it about? Why are you doing this? People may misinterpret it completely, right? So be careful how you deal with it. And, you know, obviously it depends. If it's something personal, you don't really need to explain yourself, but just know that maybe you need to do some due diligence in terms of explaining people around you, at least, like, you know, close people who are close to you, what is going on and why you're going in the direction that you're going right now. Additional question for today. Four of Swords clarified by Seven of Wands, so another Seven of Wands. There is a feeling that we've been fighting the good fight for far too long, right? And there is a need of rest, a need of doing less. So, you know, they say less is more a lot of times, and this is one of those moments. Feminines, you have Page of Cups clarified by Six of Swords. Give yourself some love and spend some loving moments with your family, with maybe a close friend or somebody who, you know, you can be yourself and you can feel safe with, right? There needs to be this time to kind of reestablish and remind yourself that there is safety zone, that there is that comfort that you can find at any point in time. This will really help you balance out that doubt and that even a bit of desperation maybe with that Five of Pentacles energy we just looked at. Masculines, you've got King of Swords clarified by Page of Wands. Yeah, so masculines are asked to be diligent with like the paperwork, the logistics, everything, but also have a little bit of an open mind for things to go in a different direction, right? And don't get hung up on the numbers I'm hearing. For some, I guess it makes sense. This is a time where you're supposed to make a decision based on A, whether it's something that excites you, and B, it's something that will be helping you grow as a person, maybe as a professional, maybe in a specific role, depends on the context, you know. But it shouldn't be a safe space in the meaning of like, I already know my way around here, I can do this with my closed eyes. Like, that's not gonna make you happy, and it's not even gonna bring the abundance that you're looking for if that's the area, you know, if it's something around business and work. It may seem like an easy target, a low-hanging fruit, but it really isn't. What's the feminine's view towards the connection at this time? We have the Emperor and Death. It's the ego death, quite simply put. And the feminines can see that in themselves to a certain degree, where they used to be harder on people and on themselves, where they used to judge more, where they used to push things forward and push themselves to do more and just go, go, go. Now this is like being let go. So it's like the masculine energy within the feminine, and they can also trace it on the masculine side. You know, that there is it's not as strict, it's not as tight. The energy is more relaxed at this time, and it feels better immediately. How a masculine seeing the connection? Six of Pentacles clarified by Judgment. Yes, exactly. That's why I told you that it felt like Judgment card, Judgment energy in here. So masculines continue to see this connection as like that guiding light that provides you know, the real information, provides valuable data. It gives those moments of truth that are really important, and they're teaching the masculine about the connection with other people and about making it loving and kind and also exciting, right? It's like nothing that they've been able to achieve with just one person. Like it was either that or that or that or that, right? But never everything all at once, right? And now they're seeing that this is actually possible, but there are some ground rules, and they're learning the rules of the game right now in a good way. It sounded bad, the rules of the game, but you know what I mean, right? They're like, okay, so this is how I'm supposed to communicate if I want this to be fair and kind, right? Or, you know, this is kind of like what is a good idea to do or to express myself, because I want my companion, my partner, to know who am I, what I'm like, what I like and don't like, and things like that. So I'm supposed to express myself, right? I'm supposed to take care of this person, and it's not a game. It's not gonna make me weak if I show my love and if I show my nurture, right? And this is just gonna come back to me tenfold, right? Like they're seeing these connections, and the old patterns are falling away in terms of how relationships work, especially between the masculine and the feminine. Okay, with all that said, I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. Please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel. And until next time,